This is the Reolink Floodlight. It's a smart floodlight that integrates really well with your Reolink system. It also integrates really well with Google Home or Amazon Alexa. Now let's address the elephant in the room. Do you need to have Reolink cameras or Reolink system in order for this floodlight to work? Of course not. And by the way, this does not require a junction box. It's a 12-volt adapter that powers this floodlight. This 18-watt floodlight, it's energy savings. It produces 2000 lumens of 4200 Kelvin bright white light. And by the way, there is a built-in alarm that you can utilize as deterrence. The contents of the box includes some paperwork along with a short internet cable that you can utilize for setup. You also have a power adapter along with a 14 feet extension cable, some mounting hardware, screws and such, along with a mounting bracket, and the Reolink floodlight. Here on the front you have the speakers, the daylight sensor, the PIR sensor, and the status LED light. If you flip around to the back, you'll find the internet port, the reset button, and the power port. The reset button can be pressed with a push pin that's included in the mounting hardware. To get the smart light set up, download and install the Reolink app. Utilizing the included power supply, plug the floodlight into a power outlet. There's a push pin included with your mounting hardware. Make sure you locate it because you will need it to push the reset button for about 5 to 10 seconds. With the Reolink app open, go to add a device, the plus button in the top right corner. Next, you want to scan the QR code on the back of the floodlight utilizing your phone's camera. Let's do a Wi-Fi setup, but you can also do a setup over internet. The floodlight is already powered on and the reset button is already pressed. But if you haven't done it, this is where you'll do that. Let's give the device a name. I'll call mine Back Gate Light. Create a password for your floodlight. Next, go to your phone's Wi-Fi settings, find and join this network here. Return to the Reolink app and you will be prompted to enter your home's Wi-Fi network information.
Connecting to your router. Please wait. Connection to the router succeeded. Welcome to Reolink.
Installation was quite simple. Ensuring that the mounting bracket is in the upright position, insert 2 screws, one on the top left and the other on the top right. Grab the floodlight and get it plugged in. Make sure that you remove the tab on the side where you can route the wire. Push and pull it down onto the mounting bracket just like this. Once it's secure into place, make sure you insert the safety screw. Also, be sure to route the wire just like this using some type of wire clip for a much cleaner look. When you open up the Reolink app to access your floodlight, go to the tab that says LOT, the third one at the top. There you will see your floodlight. Tap on it to access all the settings. You can manually turn the floodlights on or off. You can also adjust the brightness with the slider. There's 3 different modes: motion, which the lights will activate when the PIR sensor detects motion. There's nighttime, which when the ambient sensor detects that light is low, it will automatically turn the floodlight on. And there's schedule, where you can set your own customized schedule of when you want the lights to go on and off. To turn modes off, toggle this switch to the off position. To sync a compatible Reolink camera with the floodlights, go to Link Devices. Go to Add and you'll see which camera that you have that's compatible with the floodlight. No, not all Reolink camera is compatible, but once they're synced up, you can do things like trigger the lights and trigger the siren. To access the floodlight settings, go to the gear icon in the top right corner. This floodlight have the option to be connected via internet or Wi-Fi, but it is not PoE compatible. Go to audio settings to customize the loudness of the alarm, and you can also record your own custom alarm. To adjust the sensitivity of the PIR sensor, go to detection settings. Something I noticed is that the ambient light sensor is very sensitive. So if you have other lights nearby that's on, this may affect the lights coming on or off. My solution was to put a piece of tape over the ambient sensor. Don't put a tape that's completely black out. Put something that's a little bit translucent and you can see through it a bit, but enough so it's foggy and it adds more darkness to the ambient sensor. You can also access and customize your light settings on the Reolink NVR. And since this floodlight is smart home compatible, you can control it using Amazon Alexa or Google Home. One small complaint that I have about these lights or the lamps, they're not that flexible. Not as flexible as I've seen on other floodlights. For example, if you want to beam the light straight ahead or straight down, they'll work great. But if you want to beam the light to the side, straight up to the side, you run into some problems. You can beam it straight down to the side, but not straight up. Otherwise, it's a really great floodlight, especially considering the fact that you don't need a junction box wiring, just a 12-volt power supply. What are your thoughts? Leave them in the comments down below. Like and subscribe. Until next time, have a good one.